What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to find high potential markets to sell and pick products in. You might be thinking, how do I find a product? How do I find a product that can sell? What niche do I pick? And why is it that everybody else seems to be finding products that they can scale, but I might be having some trouble with? And that's what I'm going to break down today, kind of change your thought process and really dive into how to distinguish the market that you're going to be selling in and how to pick products in that market. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, guys, so what types of products to sell and why your market is critical. A lot of times I like to look at this as, instead of looking for winning products, looking for winning markets to then pick products in that have the highest potential possible. So a few things that we want to look at when looking at why your market is critical and some of the things that you want to be thinking about when picking your market. So the first and most important thing is that you want to be picking a market that has buyer desire. Now, what is buyer desire? Buyer desire is either a problem that people have or a passion or desire that they have for something. So picking what might people have passion for, or what problems do people have, and what desire to solve that problem is there in that market, and which market would that be, right? So some things that you might look at would be like health and wellness. That niche has a lot of problems that people have that you could find solutions for. Or, for desire's sake, you could be looking at, maybe people who are interested in hobbies or sports or specific things that people have a passion for, depending on, what their interests are. And this is something that you want to be thinking about when picking the market that you're going to find products in. And it's one of the most important things, because if you are picking products and selling products in a good market right from day one, you're going to be setting yourself up for success compared to other products that you might be stumbling upon that don't have a great market or might be too niche down, or so on and so forth. But the next thing is that you want to make sure that your market has a platform matchup. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about this, is that you want to be picking products in a market that is tailored towards the platform you're going to be running ads on, if you can, right? So obviously, if you're running ads on Facebook, you might be looking at a different demographic or different market than if you're picking products to sell on TikTok. A lot of the times, TikTok products don't necessarily translate over to selling on Facebook, vice versa, right? A lot of times, Facebook and the platform of running Facebook ads is tailored towards more middle-aged to older demographic, and TikTok is typically middle-aged to younger demographic. So picking your products based on the market that tailors to your platform matchup is really important too. So these are things that you want to be thinking about as well. Last but not least, the most important is your mass potential, right? So if you're picking products that have a very small mass appeal or are very, very niche specific, like people only interested in, rainbow cat t-shirts, for example. It's so niche down specific that there's a specific person that would want to buy that product, and you're going to be narrowing your mass audience, right? It doesn't have a crazy mass appeal, as opposed to like maybe a product like the posture corrector, or a product that solves a problem to somebody that has bad posture, right? The mass appeal of that product in comparison to rainbow cat t-shirts is exponential, right? The ability to scale a product that has that mass appeal is going to be so much easier on whatever ad platform you're running on in comparison to a product that is so niche specific. So you want to be looking for a market and products that fit a market that has mass potential to scale, right? Because the more people that you're going to be able to sell to, the easier it is for your ad platform to be able to find and bring you consistent purchasers on a day-to-day basis, allowing you to spend more money and scale up your ads. So these are the three things. I'm going to go into more in depth on some of these things, so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about and how you want to be looking at your market. All right, so first and most important, buyer desire. We talked a little bit about this, but some of the things that you could be looking for are markets that have desires or problems. Okay, so selling products that are bringing solutions to somebody's problems and finding markets that have a lot of problems or pain points can be putting yourself in the right position to find products that are scalable, right? Because a lot of times selling to cold traffic, if you can solve a problem that somebody has or that a mass audience of people has, is going to set yourself up for success and be easier to sell to those cold traffic audiences. Another thing are pain points. It's kind of like problems, right? But maybe even more specifically, pain points around actual physical pain or emotional pain, or pain points that people have an emotional attachment to, can be a great way to find products to bring to that desire or those pain points. Another thing could be hobbies or interests, right? So that could be like sports, maybe a specific hobby. I'm just going to put hobby slash interest here. Another thing is that you could be providing a product that somebody has a desire already around, meaning that they are already actively, wanting this product, or have heard people talking about this product, have maybe been doing some research on a product. And a lot of times, if you're selling with paid traffic, you're going to be able to target those types of people and put the right product that fits that desire. So desire fit. And this is part of that buyer desire criteria that we are talking about, right? So finding a desire fit based on these credentials. All right, so let's talk again about platform matchup, right? So platform matchup can be a couple of things, right? So age is a big one. So your age slash demo, so your demographic, right? Specific to the platform that you're marketing on, right? So if I'm selling on Facebook and using Meta's platform, a lot of times I'm going to be looking to sell products to that middle age to older age demographic, because I know that a large majority of that demographic uses Facebook for their shopping, for their social needs, for research, for whatever it is, and using that platform to advertise to those people and fitting the right product to target that demographic can set yourself up for success, right? So if you're picking products that are, more gimmicky or more to like younger kids or teenagers, it might be better to sell that on a product or on a platform like TikTok, where they're more active on in comparison to Facebook. Not saying that you can't sell things on Facebook if it's towards a younger or middle-aged demographic, but setting yourself up with the right platform and the products that match that platform is a very good tip that you can take away from and use towards your product research. The other thing with the platform matchup are your creatives too, right? So keeping in consideration which platform you're advertising on, you might be limited to a certain type of creative, or you might want to focus more on a certain type of creative that's more native to that platform. For example, if you're selling on TikTok, a lot of UGC, a lot of obviously vertical video are going to be where you're putting your creatives to, right? The types of creatives that you're using for your advertisements will be specific to the platform matchup. So these are two of the main things that you want to be focusing on: is what products am I going to sell based on the demographic of the platform, and how am I going to sell those using the creatives that are best matched up to that platform. All right, so now let's talk about what is, in my opinion, the most important when it comes to the scalability of a product. So the mass appeal potential. How many people can you sell these products to? Maybe that's, talking about the volume of people, the volume of buyers, or the markets that you could sell to, being able to sell worldwide and not just, limited to the United States or Canada or Australia or wherever you're from. Being able to sell products that fit a mass appeal audience and scale up that way. And there's a few reasons why this is really, really important. And a few of the things involve looking at our cost per purchase. So a lot of times you're going to be keeping an eye on your cost per purchase or your cost per acquisition, meaning how much does it cost to spend to acquire a new customer, and how can I get that cost per acquisition down? And there's a few things that you can do to get that cost per acquisition down, like, optimizing your creatives, getting, optimized with your targeting and how you're structuring your advertisements and where you're selling to, which markets you're selling to. But a lot of times if you're selling products that have a mass appeal, meaning that a majority of people are going to be interested in this and not getting so niche specific like we talked about with that rainbow cat t-shirt example, it's going to be easier for Facebook, Meta, or whatever platform you're using to advertise your products to find consistent buyers at a cheaper rate, right? If there's a limited amount of people, and what I like to explain when explaining this is, say you put a random 100 people in a room, right? And you're telling Meta, Facebook, or whatever platform you're using to go out and find buyers and bring them through your checkout and convert them at the cheapest rate possible. If you have a niche or a market or a product that specifically tailors to a certain market that only has, say, one or two people out of that room of 100 that would even show interest, your spend is going to have to go to these people and figure out, okay, which of these 100 people are interested. And if there's only two in that room, it's going to cost you a lot more money to acquire those customers, as in comparison to if, say, out of 100 of those people, there's possibly 30 or 40 of those people that would have interest in your product, right? And going back to the example that I gave, maybe people who suffer with poor posture, or they might, have problems with their back, which your posture corrector could solve that problem for that mass appeal person, in comparison to those maybe one or two people who have an interest in rainbow cat t-shirts, right? So this is going to make it so that your cost per acquisition is easier for Facebook to continuously bring down and remain at a consistent rate, over a long period of time, leading to scalability, right? Being able to spend more on ads for a longer duration of time and continuously bring in customers at a profitable cost per acquisition or cost per purchase. So looking at mass potential is really, really important when looking at that metric, because your metrics with ads are going to be the thing that you're going to be keeping an eye on and an interest in as you start to scale your ads and spend more money with the platform, right? So your cost per purchase, as well as potential cross sells, upsells, and increasing your average order value as well, right? So if you're selling to a mass appeal audience that has a very specific problem or a very specific desire, being able to continuously put more and more products to help with that problem or solve that desire, or maybe even put something that they might not even know that they need in front of them, and convincing them to buy is going to be much easier as well. So these are just things that you want to be thinking about when going into the market that you're going to be selling to and selecting products based on that market. And I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about that. They talk about the criteria of a winning product and the things that you want to be, looking for, like, having a wow factor or great creatives or whatever. But none of that matters if you have a crappy market that you're selling that product in, or you're choosing products that are in crappy markets, right? Yes, there is potential to find winning products in every single market out there, but we're trying to talk about products that have the highest rate of scalability. And these are the three components that I've seen just in my own experience and other people I know in the space that have led to the mass scaling potential with these products. All right, guys, and real quick before we get into the rest of the video, if you've got any value from this video at all, I just want to ask that you smash that like button down below. It helps me more than you know get this out to more people, and also keeps me motivated to drop value bombs like this for you guys. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, smash that subscribe button and be the first to get access to these videos, as I'm dropping videos just like this every single week on the week. So without any further ado, let's jump into the rest of the video. All right, guys, so I wanted to just jump back on here and talk about the Insiders Academy, what it is, how it can help you, and what we're doing for our members currently inside the Insiders Academy. So the Insiders Academy is our coaching program. It's our, family. It's our mastermind group. It's everything that we do revolving around helping others like yourself get into ecom, take their ecom business to the next level, and just hit those goals and hold you guys accountable. So the Insiders Academy, if you guys want to join, the link is going to be down in the description below. This is where you're going to get mastermind access to talk with me, my business partner, and all of the members inside of the Insiders Academy and mastermind group every single day on the day, and get answers to your questions and never feel left in the dark or feeling like you have to go on this journey yourself. This is where we have built our community, built our family, and talk in there every single day and hold everybody accountable to hitting your goals so you can get to where you're trying to go. We also host weekly coaching calls. So this weekly coaching call is hosted every single Wednesday, where we go live with all of our members, talk with you guys face to face, answer any questions that you might have, and go over where you're at in your business and what sort of things you need to be doing every single week to hit your weekly goals, your monthly goals, and what big goals that you have maybe for the entire year. You also get access to awesome things like the private suppliers that we provide. These are the exact same suppliers that we use inside of our own brands that we've scaled past multiple seven figures. They're trusted, they're reliable, and they're ready to help you scale your brand. And you get access to our suppliers just by being a part of this community. We also give access to winning products so that you guys can see what products have worked either for us or other people in the past, to see patterns of these products, to see, okay, what actually goes into a 6, 7, maybe even multiple 7-figure product that you can look at and get direct access to, so that you can see what you need to be looking for within your own product research. So these are 4 of the many things that we host inside the Insiders Academy. You know, all of the great things that we provide every single week on the week. And you get access to all of this plus a lot more for, again, literally less than the price of a tank of gas. Now, we're going to be increasing the price as we go, as the community grows. So this is your chance to get access for $47 today. And again, guys, that link is going to be down in the description below. You'll be able to get access to that right now as you're watching this video. All right, guys, and there you have it. Some of the main fundamentals that have gone into my experience scaling multiple seven-figure brands and using the exact lessons that I've learned through every step of the way to provide you guys these valuable videos. So again, if you got any value from this video, smash that like button down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to take another step further, we'll see you guys down in the link in the description to see you inside the Insiders Academy and welcome you guys inside that group. So without any further ado, we'll see you in the next video and we'll see you guys inside the mastermind.